Greetings YouTube, family, friends, and survivors. Well, it got up to 32. It's 32 right now. That's good. And my son, who is in the Marine Corps, his car has been sitting here. This was my wife's car. She gave it to him, hoping that I'd get her MG Midget finished before too long. That's good. Let that heat up for a while. Run the carburetor out when I store it. Battery's expensive because they've got to be vented so their stuff in your trunk doesn't rot out. So that's what I used. That was my first backup for our off-grid system when we were 12 volt. I built that thing actually out of stuff I had in the shop. Didn't take very long, just about 2 hours to put it together, just like you see it from stuff that was up in the shop. I think I traded some weightlifting equipment that one of my other boys left here when he moved out for the motor, and that was a like new Edger with a Honda motor. I think he had like $40 on it at a secondhand store. So I had an alternator off of a Suzuki Samurai, and I had a belt and just stuff in the shop. A $6 set of jumper cables there. And that's what I use when a car won't start. It's 65 amp quick charger, so I use it for the tractors or the cars or whatever. When I switched to a 24 volt system on the house, it did me no good to keep it for the off-grid system, so that's why we built the other 24 volt one. So I took this 24 volt 65 amp alternator off that 24 volt generator until I can get a bigger one of these. I need a 25 ohm minimum 25 watt rheostat so I can hack the alternator so I can be in control of the current and the voltage. So I'm experimenting with a PMA. It's built off of a 10 SI slanted permanent magnet, and I'm putting out 3-phase wild AC coming to a bridge rectifier, and I run the throttle up, and I can tell you right now with the coil that I'm using on that PMA at 1500 RPM on the PMA, I'm at 20 amps, and that's a good thing. And so I've been experimenting, actually finishing off a charge, because as you know, as I've complained before, the alternator that I had, the marine grade 24 volt alternator, has an internal voltage regulator, and it's set at 27.3. I cannot get my batteries topped up at 27.3. I need a minimum 30.5 volts, which I can do easily with that. Actually, open circuit at 1400 RPM is 33 volts. So I'm right in there. I can set this thing up, set it at 10 amps, and I know it'll finish off the absorb mode on the batteries. Now, If I left it indefinitely, I could damage the batteries or boil them dry, but I would certainly run out of gas in a 1-gallon tank before that ever happened. So I'm experimenting with that. I'm kicking around the idea of putting in 2 PMAs and running them parallel and having them feed an MPPT charge controller. But I look at all the money of doing that versus buying a 405 amp alternator, military grade, off of an MRAP, and it's got a built-in regulator that's adjustable to 28 to I think 34 volts, so I could set that up on this thing just as easy, and I could do it for much cheaper than buying another MPPT. Besides, if I had an MPPT, I would be putting it on the house system up there at the solar panels. Well, that thing hasn't run in 7 months. I think my son's at his permanent duty station now, so he may send for his car. And then I could redeem this spot and get another one for my wife and put it here, because I built this for her midget, and my neck went bad and I couldn't finish the midget yet. Emphasis on yet. I'm very optimistic. In fact, I'm so optimistic, I would buy, I know what I'd do. If I had $1 left, I'd go buy a wallet. Have a blessed day.